Mm-hmm.
and enslaved themselves the way I did. Well, maybe God answered our prayer
Yeah.
because our brothers and sisters won't work today, and when we don't work, and we in trouble. I told someone else. I said, let me tell you something. When I left Alabama on a Greyhound bus, when I got to Texas and went in to get me a hot dog at the bus stop, there was a Mexican sitting to the left of the door and a Mexican sitting to the right, panhandling.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, then when I got to Arizona, there was an Indian sitting to the left and an Indian sitting to the right. I said, now when you go to the store now, it's the black man that's hustling, belling, and panhandling, trying to get some money. He's the one, and the Mexican is working, and so is the Indian.
Well, I see just as many white ones out here panhandling, and I'll tell you this, Dr. Mara, too. The drugs have
Yeah,
affected
that's
these generations, like these last couple of
yeah, that's it. Has just
generations.
devastated.
That yeah.
It's just a gutted. You see,
And I
drug
don't and I
problem
don't
is
care
just
what
a
color you
compounded
are. The
problem.
drugs have come in here and just really affected. Now you
Yeah,
know back in the
it just
day.
compounded the problem.
Yeah, you know back in the day, Dr. Mara, they used to give black men cocaine so they could lift more bales
Hey,
of cotton.
and bales of cotton and bales of hay. I know. I've
Yeah,
from Alabama when black men would jump over in a truck with a bull and wrestle him to the floor. I'm saying to myself, man, you got to be crazy to get it every day. But it was because of,
Dr. Mara,
but we love, but black folks love white folks, bro. They
you
still love them.
you know our history, and this is amazing. This is amazing thing we're witnessing here and now. I know you never thought it, and Jack and I certainly didn't think it, that we would be fighting voter suppression laws and all this fraud and stuff. But I'm telling you, people, you better open your eyes. And they don't even give a damn about poor white folks.
Yep.
I mean,
You know, they washing them right on down
they washing
the
them
road
right
right here,
on
buddy.
down
And I
the
keep telling
drain too.
everybody, you can keep following that credit score if you want to.
Yeah, you know, a funny story that happened with Jackie. Where was it? It was in Alabama, I believe, or Georgia, where the new Republican governor uh, jumped on that bandwagon to get all the Mexicans, the aliens, out of the state.
Yeah, that
And
was in Alabama.
Are you kidding me?
yeah, he jumped on that bandwagon, and his Republican brethren and sisters voted. They support him and was all, yeah, get these aliens. And now, Dr. Mara, their fruit, their cabbage, their cucumbers, whatever they were growing, is just rotting before them.
Yeah, because
And they're losing money like crazy. And now we want them back. Oh no, you and your governor made a big. They had a big to do down there when the Mercedes Benz CEO got arrested. That was funny as hell.
Not Tuscaloosa in Birmingham.
Yeah, that was funny as hell, Doc. That was funny.
What happened with that now?
Hell, I don't know what laws they remade, but what the governor tell him, Jack, we gonna have to revisit that law. Cause you just arrested somebody who and see Mercedes Benz, it wasn't easy for them to come there because they were concerned about their history of racism and so on and so forth. And then as soon as they passed that voter ID, that driver ID to stop and you know, your papers please law. What did Bubba do but grab the CEO of Mercedes Benz, and he had left his passport at the hotel room as he was there visiting their factory. And oh my God, you know, God damn it, let him out. They locked up. The governor got on the phone. Yeah, you know, even we are so sorry about that, and we gonna have to revisit that law.
Brenda.
Yes, baby.
Thank you. May I ask you a question?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Dr. Morrow, I wanted to go back to something you were talking about working. Okay. And I know that you are an entrepreneur. You were born an entrepreneur, but looking at your bio.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
I also want to talk about how you are passing your knowledge along. And
well, my daughter, you know, the only way you can pass your knowledge on nowadays is, first of all, you got to get somebody that's willing to work with some work ethics.
Yes.
You know, and my daughter have the same work ethics that I do.
Yes.
And now, my technical knowledge, my, you know, I'm a self-made guy. I'm one of these self-taught guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I taught myself chemistry. I taught myself lab. I have a full-blown laboratory where I make shampoo, lotion, relaxers. I make the easy-made stuff and the tough-made stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so my daughter now, I'm teaching her, and I'm passing it on to her. And even though I'm 72 years old,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a one of these that folk I guess you call a 60-40.
Yeah.
I'm 72, and I probably look maybe 50 at best.
Yes,
And
you
I
do.
probably feel like I'm 50 or 40. So I'm in that bracket, but I'm passing my technology on to my offspring, to my daughter.
And how many children do you have, Dr.
I have
Morrow?
2 daughters. And
2
my
daughters.
son died years ago of cancer, and so I only have her to pass, and only one daughter that's really active in the business, and she's here Saturday, Sunday. She eats and sleepy like I do. So that's what I'm doing right now. But it's hard to pass your business down to younger blacks because business requires hard work and steadfastness, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We don't like to do that. We want to work 5 days a week and leave at 5 o'clock, come in at 9, leave at 10.
And get some gin and juice for the rest of the weekend.
That's right. So that's what I'm doing, and the part that bothers me, now let me hit something that I'm gonna hit close home to something that hasn't been said, and I haven't said it, but it's a little problem with us. You see, when you pick Proline, for example,
Yes.
I know the owner, Mr. Cottrell.
Mm-hmm.
They was in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
When they went to Texas, they took my formula on how to do a curl. I went to LA and taught them that.
Yes.
When the curl died, you notice Proline end up, when the curl died, they sold and walked away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Johnson Products, they could never make, they was Johnny Come Late with their Afro Sheen Afro. When I introduced that, they never made an Afro comb.
Mm-hmm.
Then they never made a curl. The classic curl that they made never really did anything.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get Carefree Curl. They came along making Miss Cool. When I made the curl, I taught them. They all went to Grace in New York, which I told them how to make it. And they all made it. What I'm saying is, and it's the company out in Little Rock. You know that company there. You being from Little Rock, that was a big company out there.
Yes.
But they all closed up and had to walk away because they couldn't reproduce themselves. They couldn't make a new item. Like today, we make all of the natural items. And people say to me, well, they're going to Miss J, Miss Ed, Miss Ann, Miss Jane, Mary J. They all going to catch up with you making stuff in the kitchen. I said, you don't have to worry about it, baby. They'll never catch me. Because I've been out here too long. I know too much. I said that to say, you asked me passing it on. We as Black Americans allowed the Koreans to come in and take over the beauty business.
Yeah.
That's because we did not man the technology side. Mm-hmm. All those companies that I just mentioned to you, they could not make anything and patent it. They couldn't do it. They didn't have the technology. They had scientists in there, but all the scientists was trying to be white and make something to make our hair straight, and they missed it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we ended up selling, and the Koreans just walked in and just took the business. They didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, and
walked in and just took it.
And every black neighborhood.
Yeah, and every black neighborhood, they own 13,000 stores. They do $9 billion a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at a advertising sheet the other day. They had about 250 agents in it. In that one picture, it wasn't Lathers was not in there no place. You couldn't find a dark face nowhere. Everything was foreign.
Mm-hmm.
And and I intend to pass my technology to my daughter, so she can never allow nobody to come into this company
and take what you've created.
Take what I have built.
Amen.
Thank you.
Now, Dr. Morrow, are you still doing your Black Business Boot Camp?
Yeah, I do that every Saturday morning. As a matter of fact, this Saturday morning, I'm taking on a very sensitive issue. A black woman that we are rebuilding the airport here.
Yes.
And she was dismissed on last Friday. She was just her accounts frozen, just misused.
Yes.
All these black folks in this town, they done lost their crazy mind. They can't even think no more. They can't even think on their feet. First thing they said is, well, you know what we say. Ooh, the police sure beat that nigga. He must have did something really bad. But he don't have to have done nothing. Yeah. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, we do.
Okay? And I was telling them, let's not say the woman did anything wrong. She don't have to do nothing wrong, because all you guys sit up here talking about your experience and how you've been used and abused. Did you do anything? What the hell? She didn't have to do anything either.
Okay. Amen.
I have that lady here, and we're going to whip that horse and let her. And she says, I would like to come there and get on my soapbox and defend myself. I said, well, lady sister, bring it on.
Amen. Well, Dr. Morrow, you are celebrating 50 years next year.
Yeah, well, well, the Afro celebrates 50 years in
2013.
The Afro comb that I first made. Now, you have to understand, I hope that the audience here, now, I single-handedly brought the Afro comb to this country. Yeah. I single-handedly introduced, you know, the nozzle that go on the end of the blow dryer with those double combs?
Yes.
That's another patent of mine.
Oh, yes.
So
I got one of those.
A number of patents, but patents don't mean anything. Patent only means that you told the Korean and the Chinese how to go make it. That's all that do.
Okay.
So I author a number of books, a full museum that I wish that could be seen around the world, because it will open our eyes to probably the richest industry in the world, which is our hair. That's why the Koreans walked in and just took the business.
Yep, they saw.
And I intend to take our business back through technology. See, I'm saying if I make an item today, I'm telling you right now, Koreans can't make it. They're not going to make it. Ain't nobody going to make it. Not within a few years. Now, they may make it 10 years from now, but they won't be making it in the near future. Because I totally camouflage my formulas that way. So it's just been a blessing just to talk to you ladies. But the boot camp is where I bring blacks together every Saturday. Now, we've been together now for going on, we're 3+ years. We meet every Saturday, not once a month now. We don't have an organization. And one of the things that I got out of it quickly was get that money out of it. So we don't collect no money. Nobody pays nothing. So I can try and keep these Negroes together over 5 minutes. But once you start getting that money, you're going to start a fight.
Every single time. Well, y'all can catch Dr. Morrow on.
I have just one more.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jackie. Go ahead.
Because Dr. Morrow was talking about technology, and I just wanted to talk about one more thing before we go, sir. And that is a new system that you are producing, the blow and go.
Yeah, we make a product now. You see, we figured out something from the farm, from down on that plantation.
Yes.
We as a country now are buying alkaline products like alkalinic water, alkalinic coffee. Everything is alkaline. Yes. The reason for that is because cancer cannot live wherever alkaline bed down. Okay? Okay. So I figured out how to make a full alkalinic line of natural products. So I'm 72 years old. If you would see me, I have all of my hair.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm looking at your picture
right now. I have all of the hair.
Yeah, you are a strapping looking brother.
Jackie. All of my hair.
You are a strapping looking brother indeed.
Yeah, so what happened is that with me having all of my hair, I'm making alkalinic product, and we discovered